Tây Nguyên, translated as Western Highlands and sometimes also called Central Highlands, is one of the regions of Vietnam. It contains the provinces of Đắk Lắk, Đắk Nông, Gia Lai, Kon Tum, Lâm Đồng. This region is sometimes referred to as Cao Nguyen Trung Bo, and was referred to during the Republic of Vietnam as Cao Nguyen Trung Phn. Provinces. History. The native inhabitants of the Central Highlands of the Daga peoples. Vietnam conquered and invaded the area during its march to the south. Ethnic Vietnamese people now outnumber the indigenous Dagas after state-sponsored colonization directed by both the government of South Vietnam and the current Communist government of Unified Vietnam. The Montagnards have fought against and resisted all Vietnamese invaders. For the anti-communist South Vietnamese government, the Viet Cong, to the Communist government of Unified Vietnam, the Kampa state and Chams in the lowlands were traditional suzerains whom the Montagnards in the highlands acknowledged as the lords, while autonomy was held by the Montagnards. After World War II, concept of Nam Tien and the southward conquest was celebrated by Vietnamese scholars. The Pays Montagnard du Sud Indochinois was the name of the Central Highlands from 1946 under French Indochina. Up until French rule, the Central Highlands was almost never entered by the Vietnamese since they viewed it as a savage populated area with fierce animals like tigers, poisoned water, and evil malevolent spirits. But the Vietnamese expressed interest in the land after the French transformed it into a profitable plantation area to grow crops on. In addition to the natural resources from the forests, minerals and rich earth, and realization of its crucial geographical importance, an insurgency was waged by Montagnards in FULRO against South Vietnam and then Unified Communist Vietnam. A colonization program of Kin Vietnamese by the South Vietnamese government and United Vietnamese Communist government was implemented, and now a Kin majority predominates in the highland areas. After mass jailings and killings during 2001 and 2004 protests by ethnic Hill tribe minorities against the Vietnamese regime, foreigners were banned from the Central Highlands for a period of time. Demographics. The Tây Nguyên region is home to a large population of ethnic minorities such as the people of Malayo-Polynesian languages and the people of Mon Khmer languages. They have made up the majority of the region's population for a long time. However, this changed over the last few decades due to immigration of Kin people. As of 2006, there was a Kin majority in the Central Highlands, while there were still several districts that had a non-Kin majority. The Central Highlands had a population of 4,935,200 people in 2007. As a result of resettlement campaigns of various governments, the region's population has increased significantly. It was 420,000 in 1926, but had reached 2.8 million in 1991 and 4.2 million in 2000. Population growth between 2000 and 2007 averaged 2.24% per year, which is significantly higher than that of other regions, such as the South Central Coast and North Central Coast. Growth has been particularly fast in Đắk Nông province with 4.76%, followed by Kon Tum province with 2.64%. The Central Highlands population density is 72.2 per square kilometers as of 2007, higher than that of the South Central Coast, but lower than that of the North Central Coast. The most densely populated provinces are Đắk Lắk and Lâm Đồng, while Kon Tum is the least densely populated. Geography. Tây Nguyên is a plateau bordering the lower part of Laos and northeastern Cambodia. Kon Tum province shares a border with both Laos and Cambodia, but Gia Lai province and Đắk Lắk province only share borders with Cambodia. Lam Thong province is landlocked, and thus has no international border. Actually, Tây Nguyên is not situated on a unique plateau. Instead, it lies on series of contiguous plateaus, namely Kon Tum Plateau at the height of 500 meters, Kon Plong Plateau, Kon Hanung Plateau, Pleiku Plateau with the height of around 800 meters, Drak Plateau of approximately 500 meters, Thak Lak Plateau of around 800 meters, Monong Plateau with the height of about 800 to 1000 meters, Lam Vien Plateau of approximately 1500 meters, and I Lin Plateau of about 900 to 1000 meters. All of these plateaux are surrounded by the high mountain ranges and mounts. Tây Nguyên can be divided into three subregions according to its deviation in topography and climate, namely, North Tây Nguyên, Middle Tây Nguyên, South Tây Nguyên. Trung Tây Nguyên has lower altitude and therefore has a high temperature from other two subregions. Agriculture. Tây Nguyên contains in it many primitive forests and is protected in its national parks, such as Ca Tien National Park, Yok Thon National Park, Kon Kin National Park. The region has an average altitude of 500 to 600 meters with basalt soil, suitable for planting coffee tree, cacao, pepper, and white mulberry. Cashew and rubber plants are also planted here. Coffee is the most important product of Tây Nguyên, with production centered in Đắk Lắk province. The provincial capital of Buôn Ma Thuột hosts a number of major coffee factories, including ones owned by major producer Trung Nguyen. Tây Nguyên is also the third natural bauxite source in the world. Plans for bauxite mining in the area have met with some controversy, both because of the environmental impact of the proposed operations, and because of labor issues. Flora and fauna. Tây Nguyên is home to the most prominent and also the most endangered species in Vietnam and Southeast Asia, namely, the Indo-Chinese tiger, the huge gaur, the wild Asian water buffalo, the banteng, and the Asian elephant.